City Series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Doran Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree. What's up, everybody? It's Sneakerhead M Checks. As we all know, there has been an issue with these 2021 Carmine 6s. Many pairs are coming out defective with a pink midsole. And everybody's saying is because the red dye from the suede up here on the upper is bleeding down here onto the midsole. Now, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but if you really think that, you obviously didn't apply any logic to that thought. How the hell can a little red here and a little red here turn this entire midsole pink and give it a completely even coat like that? Just think about it. And then on the back, are you trying to tell me that the red from the Nike Air bled down, missed this part right here because this isn't pink at all, and then got down here and turned this slightly pink? Like, what kind of dye do y'all think this is? That doesn't make any sense at all. And then on the other side, explain this. How is this gonna get to here without making this pink as well? I don't know if y'all just heard somebody say that and took their word for it and didn't think about it, or if y'all really looked at these and was like, yeah, you know what, I think this red, just magically skipped over this part, got down here. This red, skipped over this part and got down here, and then over here, yeah, it bled from right here to right here, but the whole midsole is just gonna be pink. Like, how? Like, there's no way. If this red suede was to bleed onto this midsole, we'd see it really red right here, and then it would fade to pink, and then the rest of the sole would be white. This is what bleeding looks like. See how it's kind of gotten onto the white part, but doesn't like color the whole thing? That is bleeding. But this is not. So you're probably like, okay, Mr. Know-It-All, what is it? It's definitely a paint issue. I'm just not exactly sure where they went wrong with the paint. Because I copped and reviewed this pair a little over 2 weeks ago on January 22nd. And I don't recall this midsole being pink at all. I even watched the review again a few minutes ago, and they don't look pink at all on camera. Now, I hadn't looked at these since the day I reviewed them. I did the video, put them back in the box, and haven't touched them since. Then a few days ago, I saw Z Sneakerheads post about the pink midsoles. So I go to look at my pair, and although not nearly as bad, I do notice that my pair has a pink tint on the midsole all of a sudden. It almost seemed to me like the midsole turned pink over that 2-week period. Because like I said before, I really don't recall it being pink at all. I mean, I did the review. I know I get real up close and personal. And if you look at the review, even at the close angles, this looks completely white. Now, it could be the lighting of the video. I mean, I definitely use a ring light, but I'm just looking at them now. I mean, I'm looking into the camera. I mean, I could even see that. I don't know, maybe it's a mental thing, but I'm looking at the camera. It seems like they slightly pink from here. But I did notice that some pairs were more pink than others. Because even though I do notice a pink tint on the midsole, it's pretty faint. Nothing compared to that photo that was going around. So I don't know what they did wrong with this paint, but I am a little worried that my pair may get more pink over time. I really hope not though, but if something like this happened in 2 weeks, who knows what'll happen in 2 months or 2 years. I've had situations where maybe on a pair of 11s or 5s or 6s where, the sole got a little yellow after leaving them in the box for a while, but I don't know what to expect. If I put these in the box and I pull them out in, 2023, who knows what I'm going to get. The whole midsole might be red by then. It sucks. I know a lot of us got really hyped for this release, and now this curveball came out of nowhere and we're all confused. But yeah, I really just wanted to touch on that. I got tired of seeing people blame it on something that didn't even make sense, and I just wanted to clear that up for anybody who cared. Initially, I thought Nike was going to take all the pairs back, mark the defective ones as B grades, and send them to outlets so they could sell there. And then push the release date back so they could produce more pairs without the pink sole defect. But it looks like they're just going to go forward with the release, which is shocking to me. I know the overly defective pairs are getting sent back, but still. When the Mellow class of 2002 13s was supposed to release a couple of years ago, they canceled the whole release and sold them as B grades at outlets over a defect that isn't even really noticeable. But that kind of leads me to think that the slight pink on the midsole may have been intentional. And maybe that's why the really pink ones are getting sent back and those are defective, but it almost seems like that was intentional. I don't know why, but Jordan's always changing stuff. I just said that in the Carmine's review. They always change something. And I was over here preaching how these were just like the 2014 pair, but turns out they actually were not. They actually are a little different. This right here was not on the 2014 pair. This is going to be interesting. But listen, if you really want the Carmines, don't let this stop you. I was telling my bro Rob, because this is his favorite pair, you might as well try to secure your pair on Saturday.
If it's really that deep, you know, you can get them repainted. And if not, if you don't feel like going through all that, you can always just resell them. I have no doubt that these will be able to sell over retail. So you'll be able to get your money back regardless. If this video was helpful at all, I'd appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't seen my Carmine 6 review and comparison video, make sure you check that out. And if you're interested in more sneaker related content, please subscribe to my channel and turn my video notifications on so you don't miss out on anything. But thank you all for watching. Everybody, please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.